Hey everyone, here we are with another tutorial finally, and this one's for creating a WebGL splash screen for free. You don't need Unity Pro to do this, and let's just do it. So the first thing you need to do is go to your Unity folder. It's usually in your C drive, Program Files, Unity. At least that's my case. I think that's a default. I have like 5 Unity. You just go to Editor, and then you just go to Data. Um, uh, and then inside data you go to playback engines and then WebGL and then WebGL build tools and then WebGL templates, and you're there. So I copy this default to another folder. I just copy it and do not move it. And so I will rename it to custom WebGL SplashScreen. And this customized WebGL SplashScreen is made of just a few files. You need to open this, and I have a folder with my PSDs over here, you can see it, and have Photoshop ready to create more. And then what I do is export this to my template data folder. But for now, let's open index.html with Visual Studio. So I took all this information from a few tutorials, a few examples online. Of course, I'm not like a genius. I'm gonna link those in the description for you guys, but for now, let's just check it out. I'm gonna be doing what you have to do to comply with those tutorials and be able to, to just create your custom splash screen. So this data that's within percent symbols, they come from Unity, like you set them in Unity. The first thing we need to do is delete this. This will delete all the small buttons, all the bars, all the references that we have in like the ID of Unity within your project's WebGL. So you don't want that in your project. You just delete it. You can keep it if you want. I'm just setting it up, and I apologize for the messages that I'm gonna be getting. I'm just having a few messages coming in over here, but that doesn't really matter. So as I was saying, what you need to do is first open a space here in the canvas and paste this code, which you're gonna have a link to, and I'm gonna also upload these files. So this gives a reference to the background pictures and a new loading box in the background bar, whatever you want to set on your project, and also the loading text. It's interesting because Unity lets you do all this with customized, it doesn't go there, it goes down here, I'm sorry. With customized WebGL, and then it's in the documentation, but you don't really get to see it. So I figured out that I need a background texture. So I'm gonna create one. This is the way you create it. I know the sizes because they're on the, you already have an image, that's an example. So I'm gonna set it to be a 1080p background, just cause this is my background, and I'm just gonna add a text that says this is, a background. I'm gonna make it larger, my text, so it can be visible in large resolutions. I'm gonna center it a little. It doesn't really matter too much. I'm gonna save my Photoshop file, and then I'm going to export it as PNG to my folder. So let's go to our folder. I think it's what did I save it? Tutorial data. Yeah, okay, I have it right here. I have my icons over here already, and I'm gonna save this background texture. It already saved it, and I'm gonna finish this. So now I have to go to the Unity Progress JavaScript file, and the Unity Progress JavaScript file, you already have a bunch of references to all the things that you need to have references to. This is a different one. This is a special one that I downloaded, or I built, I guess, from that tutorial that I was mentioning. So I'm just checking it out with you guys. You can see the backgrounds here, background bar width. You can change all this. You have all the data for Opera, for Firefox, for Chrome. I guess this is just all the information that's in here. I'm not very versed in HTML, but I'm sure some of you guys will be. So now we have to open this style.css file and substitute all this text And all this text is just, it's not that hard to understand. It just gives you it gives Unity a way to communicate with the browser. And so Unity has this CSS file that has all these divisions. I'm not too smart about this, too good with this, but still you can see that your loading progress, your files have to have an exact name, and if you don't have it, then Unity will not show the right files on your browser. So you have to copy the custom WebGL SplashScreen to your Unity. And funny thing, now Unity gives me errors here. I have no idea why, so I'm gonna check out why. First thing I need to do is open the Visual Studio file. Debugging is always a little awkward, so I'm gonna open up this file. I'm gonna wait until it loads and I'm gonna check it. Unity says I need a semicolon, but this is a curly brace, and in my experience there's no semicolon after any curly brace. So why is Unity saying this? I have no idea. Since this is JavaScript, I will assume I am in the wrong, and so I'm gonna close all my files and reopen just to make sure I'm loading the right file. Sure enough, after this is loading, I'm gonna have the error anyways. So prepare your solution, and the error is still there. I have no idea, so I'm just gonna add semicolons everywhere. Semicolon here, saving, and then semicolon there. And I'm gonna save and another one, and this should be this should be good enough. I'm gonna go to Unity, and I still have another semicolon to go. Let's add it, and that's how you debug when you know nothing. And then I get 1,000 more errors, because why not? I'm gonna say I have no clue why this is happening. I see everything broken, and this is just a file that I got from somewhere, and it looked good. It looks like a good source. So I'm pretty much, I just said debugging in the blind is cool, but this is not cool. I'm really clueless about why everything is broken. It says unknown identifiers. I'm just gonna stop the recording for a second, and welcome back. Here we are again. I looked everywhere, and the problem was that I needed to create a folder called WebGL templates. I'm gonna show you the website where I got this from in the description of the video. But yeah, it's this one. Create a folder. There it is. You can see it right there. You can call it whatever you want. And now I'm gonna build my project. I'm gonna build in my desktop. I usually, when I'm doing tutorials, I don't care about folder structure, but you should have a folder for all your builds. It's converting, it's optimizing, and it's compressing the build results. And here we go. We are going to open it in Firefox. Why Firefox? It's recommended that you don't use Chrome, but it's not that really matters. It's just a thing. So let's go to my desktop, and let's open up the template data. Oh no, the index. Open up with Firefox. And there we have it. The thing is on the top. It says running on top. I don't know if you noticed, but it's on top. And I don't really think that's what I have to do. So from here on in the tutorial, it's the part where I try to learn CSS to move this to a better place, like make it look better. I'm gonna check out my WebGL template, index.html. I'm gonna try and open this with my Visual Studio. It's loading, as you can see. I'm not working right now, toggle. And the index.html file doesn't really have much to change. I don't see how this could help anyway. And also, well, as you can see the result, let's talk about the result for a second while I think. As you can see the result, you get a pretty splash screen that can be whatever you want before the made with Unity logo, which is pretty nice because usually it's just a blank screen before that, and it's like a little infuriating. So I'm gonna open Unity Progress and see what I have here. Open with Visual Studio, of course. And again, I'm gonna check this file. You guys can see how there's a bunch of data. Set progress. This is obviously a function to set the progress for the loading bar if you have it, whether you have it or not. Clearing, updating, and then everything depends on the platform. And the interesting thing here is I don't see any numbers that affect the positioning. It's just clear. It's just, yeah, I don't think there's anything that I can use in any of these files. But I'm still looking. Of course, I've never worked with HTML, JavaScript. I'm thinking of making a tutorial where someone asks a question that I don't know how to do, and I just go and look for the answer, and you can see like every single step from 0 to getting the response. This is sort of like that. That's what I'm saying. If you don't want to see debugging or CSS learning, you can stop now. So let's go. I have everything. I have no clue what to do. So I know that CSS is the one that directs everything in there. So I'm gonna check these files, this width, this height. I have no clue. I have no idea what's going on here. Just checking. If draw mode, splash style, animation, it's gonna do anything for me. Just want it to look better, but I can't even. Other settings, there's nothing for me here. Splash image, I have to recheck. Background image, background color. This is for the background of the Made with Unity logo, so you can do anything you want with it. They give non-pro users some solutions. You can change the memory size. The recommended one I read online is at 400, but since we're not actually doing the project, it's just a splash screen, I'm gonna just keep it at 256. I don't want to see any issues with this. So I'm gonna build again. And building always takes a while. And this is I recorded this before, and this is accelerated, like sped up to 500% or something. So if your WebGL takes a while, don't get nervous about it. So let's open up again. I changed nothing, but I want to open up again. So we see my background texture, and we see the running on top, made with Unity, and nothing, of course. There's nothing to show. And now I'm going to open my style.css file. My style.css file is a text file. It's the same thing than anything. So I'm going to add padding to them. How did I find out about padding? I went to this website, and the website says that padding is the tool that you need to move things around, of course. And I'm going to link to the description the website, because if you want to do like professional work on this, you need to learn CSS. So what I'm doing here is just testing. I'm saving this, and I'm gonna build again with Unity. So there's two ways to do this. Like, you can change it live and just reopen the file, the WebGL build once and again, which is what I'm gonna do in the end. But right now I'm gonna show you that you can also do it by, building several times if you're a masochist. Apparently I am. So I'm going to open the resulting folder. Of course, index.html, open with Firefox. Why? I'm not even sure why I did open it with Firefox every single time. But now you see running on bottom and then the box on top. I have no clue why. I changed every single one of the paddings, I believed at least, to that. And then it's not moving. But I'm like, okay, the loading box maybe should also be changed, right? So let's change it. Let's build again. Let's wait, see what goes on. open it again, Firefox, and now it's even worse. It's like one of them is childed to the other one, like it's connected. And then okay, I have to keep doing this. Let's check out the layout, let's check out everything. Oh yeah, spoiler alert, in the end I just delete all of this crap and have the base file. But you have, I'm gonna show you this because I've read that it's good to show your people how you debug stuff. So I'm gonna open this instead of building this time. So I'm gonna open this .css, check all my stuff, what it has, what it doesn't have. Ah, my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna delete the 300 pixels thing over here. I'm gonna save and I'm gonna open it again with Firefox. Checking it. Now it's only that thing, it's no text. So I'm gonna delete the padding on this, save the file, open it again. Debugging 101. You will take a while and you'll be angry. Now this one's here and the running is on the bottom. So why does it happen? I re-added the padding here, I deleted it here, I removed it here again, and then I removed it here once more. I'm gonna save and see what happens. Let's see what happens, guys. And now we have no text, but we have loading box. Why? I'm gonna reopen just to be sure that I saw it right. Now I have like 2 pages. I don't even know what this is. Where's this going? So it's a mystery to me because it's when you don't know something and you try to figure it out, it's just a puzzle. I can see the background texture. I won't have to reopen it because it was not maximized, of course. Now Firefox wanted to update right in the middle of the video. I'm gonna let it be. There you go. And now I see nothing, like literally nothing. It's nothing. On no text, no box. I have no idea what happened. I'm just gonna delete everything, or that at least, and close this message again. I love Rick and Morty. I don't know if you noticed with my videos that everything has a Rick and Morty background. Just really like Rick and Morty. Okay. Saving. Opening. I still see nothing. I'm completely bamboozled right now. Bedazzled. I have no idea where everything went. So I'm gonna delete this again, save with my Control S, open again, and there's nothing still. Can you believe this? Has this ever happened to you? You're trying to debug something and everything just doesn't work? It's happening. Hashtag it's happening. Used ironically. So I'm gonna check. Why is this padding here? I'm gonna delete you. You're gone, and you're gone. Except not the curly brace, just you. Okay. And that's it. I'm gonna save again. I'm gonna go to the file, to the HTML file. This is the background texture. Nothing visible. Nothing. So what's the workaround here? I'm just gonna build this again. I'm gonna build and run it just straight up from the start, so it builds every file from scratch again. It's building, and I went to Firefox. I see nothing right now. I couldn't even drag down. This is my CSS thing. So I see the CSS code, and I'm like, why is it not working? It should work. It should be working? Why is it not working? So I'm gonna close this, and I'm gonna close this, and you know what? I'm just gonna go to my template, to my style CSS, and I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna repaste everything. I'm just gonna build and run. Hope for the best. And here we are, hoping for the best. Preparing weapons, preparing on Chrome. It looks good. The problem is Firefox. So now I'm preparing my build. It says preparing. I don't know why it's so slow. But the fact is that it says running, it says preparing, it says this is the background texture, it works fine, and now it says made with Unity. So I believe I did slow down that part of the video, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. As you can see, I used a bunch of tutorials, a bunch of references. I'm gonna give you all those references because it's only fair to the creators to be credited. But this tutorial had to be done for people who want to create a WebGL screen without having to have a Unity Pro account. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.